next song.
Whoa, bring me wine. Whoa, I'll be fine. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. We got the right stuff. We took the hammer right down. Wanna be like us? If you want it, you gotta prove it. Like we do it, like we do it. No one can do it like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wanna be like us? You better stick around. If you want it, you gotta prove it. Like we do it, like we do it.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for another series of Property Vibe. So my name is Josephine here. So I hope you have a great Sunday. So today we're going to share about this topic, the redefine the concept of live, work and play. So as many of y'all probably have heard about this idea or concept, and also it's not new. So however, during this COVID situation, I think especially many of us have, many people has start working more from home, and also their priorities and their lifestyles also changes in terms when looking for a home. So now I think probably people when looking for a home probably are no longer looking for only having great amenities, but also a fun and conducive environment as well. So today I'm really very pleased and happy to have my colleague Nick to share with you more about city living, the District 7 area, as well as this project called the M. So with that said, I shall invite him in.
Hi everyone, can you hear me?
Hi Nick, yes. Yeah, I think everyone can hear you. So thank you, Nick, for coming onto the show. So actually, I understand that you're actually staying in the city area. So probably you can share with us what is it like living in the city, and also why you chose to live in the city.
I didn't used to live in the city. I used to live in the suburbs, in the north. I've lived in the west. But now that I'm living in the city, I can sincerely recommend it to everyone here. Now, the traffic is light on the weekend. Actually, there's no ERP like today, and parking is free. But the best thing of all is if you fancy, let's say the Sungai Road Laksa. I'm sure you've heard of Sungai Road Laksa. You can actually just go there and have a nice bowl of charcoal cooked laksa that's full of flavor. Now, but let's talk, okay, maybe if I'm talking too much energy, I've had Hainanese traditional coffee. And when you wake up in the morning, you can have a choice of hipster coffee, or you have a choice of traditional local Hainanese coffee that's full of flavor from the source. Now, the thing about it is that if you want to have your muffin, your cakes, very fine pastries, you can have that here. It's just all within a 1 kilometer distance. How far is 1 kilometer? About 10 to 12 minutes. But the thing is, it's all possible. But the thing is, you don't even have to travel so far, because you can go to Liangxia Street. Now, where is Liangxia Street? Does it ring a bell now? It's actually near Bugis Junction, and it has a full street of Thai, local, Western, everything that you would want, and it's only just 50 meters away. Now, of course, if you go towards the other side, you do have the traditional famous chicken rice. I'll show you that more later. Now, but then now we're just talking on a Sunday. on a traditional Monday to Friday, you can pick up your coffee, walk to work. You can walk to work. And the thing is that you have so many choices. You can even, I'm sorry, maybe if, I'm not sure if you pick up coffee for your colleagues, but you could be your favorite colleague of everyone in the office. Now, isn't that good? Okay, now, so as you start work, and then you say, you have your meetings and all that, and then you have your lunch break. Have you ever had an experience where you're like, oh no, what do we eat? I don't want to eat the same thing again. But the thing is, in the city, you never have to eat the same thing. There's so many choices. You can't, even if you choose a different dish every day, it would probably take you 10 to 20 years to finish all the menus around you. Now, again, we're talking about Sunday. Which one of you here, raise your hand, woke up at 11 a.m.? And then at 11 a.m. you said, I feel like having brunch. You're not sure what you want. And it's all possible here. I'm not sure if I made you too hungry, okay? But the thing is, if you said, I think I want to go fancy later. You don't feel like eating anything now. You maybe want to have a high tea later. The Raffles Hotel is nearby. Of course, besides the Raffles Hotel, there's the Andaz, a lot of fancy hotels that has very good buffet lunches available. So now, where are all these fancy hotels I'm talking about that's not the Raffles Hotel, like the Andaz, the W, the Marriotts and all that? These are integrated developments. You're talking about the Duo, D-U-O. You've got South Beach, all right? And then you've got Suntec City nearby. And then Millenia. Millenia has three Ritz-Carlton and all that. And then if you move on to Marina Square, you've got Pan Pacific, the Marina Mandarin. So there's a lot of integrated developments. These two words, integrated development, will be popping up later on in the conversation. Now, as we talk about live, work, and play, to me, I'm not sure about you, but in this COVID season, we start to realize how precious time is with our family, with friends, and the emphasis on live is very, very important. And the thing is, you don't want to lose this balance. And the thing about this living in the city is you really can have everything. Now, Singaporeans who travel to Bangkok, you want to live in the middle of the city. You don't choose to live in some suburban area. You choose to live at Chitlom or Sathorn, which is right in the middle of the city. So if you think about it, why do you choose to live in suburbia? I used to live in suburbia, and now that my life is transformed, I can walk to wherever I want, or just take a Grab. And a Grab will only cost you about $6, $7. It's very fast. Now, Josephine, you know I love the arts. And the art galleries are all around me. And the thing is, of course, there's also the drama theaters. They're all available. And of course, dance studio. Later, at the NAFA, I'm going to go to the Yo Zi Kiang show later at the art gallery. So it's all within the radius. But the thing is, I think Josephine might have something to tell us. You like shopping, right?
Okay, yeah, shopping, I think there's quite a lot of choices there, especially like the Raffles City is one of them at City Hall. Another one will be the Suntec Mall, yeah, and the next one will be the Bugis Street or the Bugis Junction. Yeah, so in this area, the District 7 is really surrounded with activities, have a lot of things that you can explore. So, Nick shared quite a lot of the city living because he's actually staying there. So he knows, very familiar, how city living is. And now since the COVID situation, we are still looking into a live-work balance kind of lifestyle. So now probably let's us watch some of his video footages. That
Yes.
some of the places, in District 7. Okay, shall we watch some of his video and probably
Yes, we
share
should.
them for the
Let's share
Chijmes?
share with them the staircase for Instagrammers.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Isn't this a scene from a Hong Kong movie? Guess where we are? I think Wong Kar-wai would love to shoot a movie here. You know why?
Yeah, you know why?
Yes, so
Yeah, that's the way that you took it. I took,
yes, so I took this, and actually I accidentally found it, and I hope it doesn't become too crowded with Instagrammers, with social distancing. You know, we need the social distancing there. It's actually opposite the Raffles Hotel.
oh,
So
really? What's
yes,
the
it's
building called?
I think we're gonna give them a link later on. It's actually the staircase that leads up to some clan association. All right.
Oh,
So
okay.
now, but the thing is, so if you want to find it, of course, if you take the traffic light from Bras Basah Complex, you walk across the Raffles Hotel, that little street there, so you can find it. But we will want them to go and click on the link later. All right. Now, I think the other thing is along that same video, I've also shot another video of toy museum. There's actually a toy museum nearby. There's Hainanese nearby, and there's about 3 very quite famous bars nearby that people like to hang out at. And it's also across Raffles Hotel. Maybe we can show them that clip, Josephine.
Okay, hold on a second.
The thing about living in the city is not your regular run of the mill. I'm sure all of you visit the city. And the thing is, you would think that it's probably busy, but it's not your Monday to Friday kind of busy. It's actually quite a relaxed pace now. I can show you the traffic. It's very light.
Yeah,
It's
hold on a second. I take the video. Having some, just hang on a
no
second.
worries, no
Yeah.
worries. So
Okay.
the thing is, I actually tell people, why don't you try a staycation? You could try a staycation at Intercontinental Hotel, and you can experience what is it like living in the city. There's so much to offer with so little traffic, and all right, we're going to show the video now. Hi, do you know there is actually a toy museum nearby the M? Mickey Mouse is also the M. So now next to this museum is actually a famous Hainanese rice, chicken rice place. So again, you are just 5 minutes from good food paradise. Why are we in front of the bank? The bank is actually next to the M. So therefore, you can always bang in your checks and your money at the bank. And across the road, you've got Bugis Junction, you've got the Intercontinental Hotel, and you've got the library. So it's right in the middle of everything. Hi, welcome to the library. And why are we here? We are here because the M is so near, and this is the central library, you can see here. So there's a lot of exhibitions going on all the time. But why are we here as well? Because you have the world's first green library for children. You got the Lee Kong Chian National Reference Library. There is a lot you can find here at this reference library. And you have the Drama Center. I've seen a few plays here and it's worth the ticket prices. So come to the M and you will enjoy
a very fulfilling lifestyle of having the library, having a research reference library, as well as the drama center. And you are living right next to what the Chinese call a book city. Book city is where everybody comes to buy stationery, and that is Bras Basah complex just next door. I will bring you back to the site soon.
All right. So,
So-
yeah. Okay.
So we've shown a very street level. From the street level, you can experience a lot in around the M, and in the city, everything. I mean, have you ever you are in the middle of Bedok in Jurong, you say, oh no, I need to bank in my check, and I'm like, oh, where is the bank or whatsoever? It's sometimes Citibank could be one side, DBS could be another side, Stand Chart is another side. But in the city, they're all quite close together. You can find them all around. And so sometimes, I'm sorry, if you're with an international bank, you may not be able to find the facilities. Here, you can. Now, in this city, what we are talking about, I'm going to go into history slightly here, is that why do we have a road called Beach Road? Why do we have a road called Middle Road? Beach Road it's originated in the fact that there used to be a beach exactly there. The Sakis brothers spent a great fortune to build the Raffles Hotel, and the Raffles Hotel was such a sort of a crown in their empire. And the thing is that the Beach Road was really a beach because it had this nice water frontage. Okay, right? And the thing is, and Raffles Hotel is now in many books. It's in lots of literature from tourists and everything. And the thing is, you and all tourists have read about it. But the thing is, as I was saying, because of COVID, the Singapore Tourism Board is actually promoting domestic tourism. Have you visited the new Raffles Hotel? But the thing is, if you're worried about crowds, when you're living in the city, you could always check, and if is there a crowd, you can just drop down, you just walk over, just 5-10 minutes away, you're at the Raffles Hotel. You can have a beer at the Long Bar, right, which is famous. You can have peanuts. You can throw your peanuts on the floor. It's okay, all right. It's not called littering. The thing about having this around you, it's sometimes you feel too spoiled. You feel so spoiled that maybe you might be late for appointments because you think, I'm going to reach there in 5 minutes. I'm going to reach there in 5 minutes. I'm going to listen to my music a bit more. I'm going to take a longer swim. I'm going to tan a bit long. Or I'm going to spend more time at the gym at my condo. In the city here, there's a few condos. All right, so we're going to talk more about some of these condominiums nearby. But the thing is, what captures this is we're going to go back to the word integrated development. Along the northeast line, there's 1, 2, 3. So you've got Punggol has 1, Sengkang has 1, Buangkok is coming out 1, Serangoon has 1. So that's like 4 integrated developments. But around the M, you've got Suntec City, all right? You've got Dore, you've got the South Beach, Bugis Junction Plus, and the Bugis Plus is together, all right? And of course, you've got Raffles City. I am not sure your age group here, but when Raffles City was going to come up, there was a lot of articles in the Straits Times talking about integrated lifestyle, live, work, play, sort of, because it was one of the biggest complexes that was coming out then. But now around the M, there's actually 6 to 7 integrated developments if you include Marina Square as well. But the thing is, there's going to be a new one. It's called Midtown. Okay, Midtown is just above Bugis Bugis MRT interchange. So you got two MRT interchanges, the City Hall and the Bugis, and we're right in the middle of this both. One is 150 meters away, one is 500 meters away. And 500 meters is what other people will walk for in the suburbs. But here at the M, you have two MRT interchange. Other people have one MRT interchange, and they're like, oh, we're going to sell at 2,000 per square foot. And I'm like, should I be selling at 4,000 per square foot because I got two MRT interchanges here? No, we're not. I'm not trying to ask you to buy anything. I'm just trying to ask you, consider living in the city. It's just the same way you consider choosing a hotel in the city that you travel to. Why don't you live in the city? Why do you want to commute an hour or two, and then on the weekends, you have to queue up so long for your coffee, for your meals, and crowd in the supermarket, and then you have a long queue for your to pay them groceries. Now, if you come to the city here and shop, there's hardly any queues. Now, there's hardly any queues. The Watsons is so empty. So really, do consider that. Now, we're going to show them something that I haven't talked so much.
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to talk about scenery, but a scenery that going to bring people beyond Singapore. So let's surprise them, Josephine.
Can you see some cruise ships in the far background? Now, let's pan out. Let's pan out some more. Hey, isn't this Raffles City? And that's the Raffles Hotel. Hey, aren't we near the M? This is amazing. Find out more. Do you see the library? And from the library, and in the background, you can see the site of the M. Why are we here? Why are we here? Because parts of the M, some blocks of it, the high floors, probably are reaching around this level. And the M, if you can see in the far background, you can see the indoor stadium. Take a look again. So as you know, the indoor stadium and the national stadium area does have fireworks, and so some blocks will probably be able to see some fireworks and glimpses of it. But the thing is, you're surrounded by greenery and water bodies and nice park connectors. Isn't that work-life balance?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's besides work-life balance, I think living in a city can be quite happening and exciting when there's fireworks and F1 racing, correct? Yeah.
Yes, great. You mentioned about F1 race. You see, I have been talking about weekends. I've been talking about Mondays to Fridays. But now once a year, we do have the National Day Parade. Once a year, we do have the F1 race. And the excitement and the amount of tickets that people have to pay, but you can be part of the excitement, because later we're going to show the facilities and I'll tell more. You can see glimpses of the F1 race as well. The thing about living here, you saw just now, I saw the cruise center is a far distance, and then you saw the MBS in the distance. Then, but closer do you see the Esplanade, the theaters by the bay? I talked about smaller theaters, but the theaters by the bay was a great investment by Singapore. It was to encourage the growth of the arts. And it's an architectural masterpiece, all right? Because in terms of acoustics, it's one of the best acoustics in the world. And the thing is, it's free. It's open to the public. And the thing is, I find it strange that actually tourists enjoy it more than locals. I hardly see Singaporeans there. You see Singaporeans sometimes for some shows, but it's such a public space, communal public space that's underutilized in my humble opinion. And there's a lot of free performances, indoor and outdoor. And so outdoor is safe as long as we keep our social distancing. And the thing is, so it's all of this is within about 10 to 15 minutes walk for if you are living at the M. All right. Now, we also seen Raffles City. You saw the Raffles Hotel, and you saw the Raffles Hotel is low rise. Did you notice the Raffles Hotel was low rise? The Raffles Hotel is low rise, and some of the streets are low rise. That is why the absence of tall buildings blocking you makes living in this part of the city different. Now, remember I was talking about Beach Road and Middle Road here. Why is it called Middle Road? Long time ago, the Malay Palace, okay, you know where the Sultan Mosque is. The Sultan Mosque area is part of the Malay Palace. So that was one part of the city. All right. On the other part of the city, so the Kallang River, that side, and then on the other part, you got the Singapore River. So you got this Padang area, then we go to Shenton Way. And so, of course, you got the British area, and then you got the Chinatown on the other side. So Middle Road is actually the heart of the city. Now, we do this Korean heart thing. But have you thought that, why do you do this? I love, you don't want to say, heart, I heart you. Why don't you live in the heart of the city? And Middle Road is where the heart of the city was. So I wish you could contact Josephine or me, and we'll find out more. Now, we're going to show them a video, and I've been talking all about daytime. I've been talking about daytime arts, work, live, play, coffee, meals.
And you know, right, I just happened to think about this. You know that this article says that this District 7 is going to overtake Orchard. So I think that Orchard will have its own beauty because all along it already known as a shopping paradise. So I don't think it can be taken away in terms of its status. So for District 7, Bugis, Beach Road, and all this area was have its own very own characteristic because it's a different lifestyle and people can explore different things because Orchard Road is more towards shopping, paradise. So people enjoy shopping, they will go to Orchard Road. For District 7, it's more towards like you can go to the art house, you want to you want to visit the museum, and they have also shopping, like Funan Sector, Tech, all this thing is there. So it's a different group of people will want to go there, and I think Orchard will still remain as one of the most favorable shopping district in Singapore. Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
that's the vision. Yeah.
Now, since Josephine was, she reminded me of what I used to say. The thing is, if you go back in history, Orchard Road as a shopping district did not exist. The original shopping district was actually Jalan Besar. Why is it called Jalan Besar? Besar means big road, and so that was the original shopping district, and that's why the people used to congregate there. Then now Orchard Road came up. And the thing is, in this last few years, where it has been the shopping been transforming, it's actually in the Suntec Marina Bay area. So it's the Bay area that's been transforming. But the thing is, we are now moving back to District 7. District 7 is old and new. It has this nice contrast. It's not artificial. It's very organic. I'm sure you love the word organic because the growth is organic. The people here are organic. It's a very different kind of vibe. Just like you have your site is called Property Vibe. The vibe it has a pulsating energy. It's 24 hours. Some parts of the city, I won't say where, has been known since the 80s as a ghost town after 7. The government has tried to inject life with something called the Tanjong Pagar Center. But the thing is, I'm sorry to say, the Raffles Place, the Shenton Way, Tanjong Pagar area is still very sleepy after 7. It lacks that kind of energy that District 7 has. And the thing is, with offices nearby, we got a lot of offices nearby here. There is actually a need for residences. But the thing about the balance here is much better. I've been talking about work, we talk about offices, we talk about live, we talk about shopping, we talk about arts. We are missing one component, which I have not said so far. There are three schools here. You have SOTA, School of the Arts. The children that comes out of the School of the Arts, they are very impressive. You should talk to some of them. I'm sorry, they blew my mind away. Their intelligence, their articulation is incredible. Now, then we move on to mid-level. You got NAFA, you got LaSalle. And so these are very
Yeah.
school with a lot of history, and their alumni is famous. Then, but the thing is, why are we here? You've heard of SMU. SMU is building its reputation, and a lot of students are choosing SMU. So you've got live, work, life, play, and even study. And the thing is, SMU have classes also for adults, and its a curriculum has been widely praised because it's more balanced. So it's about balance here, because we need our life to be more fulfilling. So, but the thing is, I've been talking about daytime again. So we're gonna go to
Yeah, we
the
can show some of
evening.
the night scene that you took.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, okay. So hold on a second.
Now, after a tough week in the office, you will want to wind down, and you probably want to relax at a place like this. And this is Chijmes. Chijmes is famous for its entertainment in the old CHIJ convent school. And so, again, Chijmes, just in case you don't get the message, it also holds a lot of church services for weddings. It's not a church anymore, it's a church for weddings. So now, does that remind you of the Notre Dame in Paris? It's inspired by that. It's got great arches, great historical details. Now, if you could see the lines over there, that's the South Beach, the vertical lines. South Beach 2 bedrooms is going for about 2.4 million. How much is at the M? The M is only about 1.6 to 1.9 million. Okay, great deal here. So, sorry if I'm keep on reminding you that the M is great value, but I really want you to see more. Call us at 9741-8984 or Josephine. I'm Nick here. Hope to see you soon this weekend. And after you buy, you can party. Enjoy.
Yeah. So maybe you want to share more about the night scenes. I think the night is a beautiful night in the City Hall area and the District 7.
I shot that video around 12 a.m., 11, 12 a.m. And it's nice. I don't have to pay surcharge. I could just walk back home. It's nice that you can have a. You saw I wasn't wearing stuffy clothes like this. I changed into a round neck t-shirt, something casual to have drinks in, to relax in. So you can relax. You can go after a day at work. You finish your day at work, and then you go home for a change of clothing, freshen up, spritz of new perfume, and then you go to Chijmes or one of those drinking places and enjoy yourself with your friends. But your friends will probably be wearing their shirts. They probably don't want to spill wine on their shirts. But you don't have to worry. And the best of all, you can just walk home after the night out. Now, so what is the Chijmes? Chijmes was a formerly convent of Holy Infant Jesus School. Around the area, there's a lot of historical buildings. Not just that, you got the Singapore, you got the Saint Joseph Institute. Okay, there's other schools, but the thing is we've changed some of them. But the thing is that the old SGI is now known as the Singapore Art Museum. It will be expanding with a new wing, and then there's a same part that's along Queen Street is also changing as well. The thing about it is those two are part of something that's very interesting. Have you heard of the Night Festival? Okay, there's the Light Festival and there's the Night Festival. There are two separate festivals. And these festivals happen around the city. The Singapore Art Museum is one of the places. Then, of course, if you saw the National Design Center, it's also one of the places that a lot of displays are happening, a lot of art displays and performances happening. And Waterloo Street as well. So this whole street place is buzzing. And the thing is, whenever I invite my friends for this night festivals, they have to go home at around 11. They won't be staying out too late, or 10 sometimes, because they don't want to crowd. I don't have to. I just watch whatever I want, maybe 12 even, 1 a.m. even, and maybe I can still have drinks at times, and then I just walk back home. It's this incredible option you have. And again, I remind you, I used to live in the suburbs, and because of surcharge, I had to pay $50 just to go home after a night of drinks. Now that almost doubles. So you almost have to pay 100 to 200 plus just for a night of out in the city. Now, with living in the city, you don't have to. And so maybe you can have more drinks or maybe more fancy drinks. Like.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you have that. So just now, actually, you mentioned about the 2 bedrooms in that prime area is going from 1.6 million to 1.9 million. Is that so?
Yes, aren't you surprised? So
Yeah.
I was contrasting with the vertical buildings. The vertical building, that's another the South Beach project. So they are going for about 2.4, 2.5 million. I understand. That's the 2 bedrooms. So for our 2 bedrooms is about 1.6. Or our 2+ study, which is this background here, I'll show you more later, is about 1838. Yak fat sam fat. 1838, very prosperous number, very good number, auspicious number.
Yeah,
and
because I know, I think the M have a very well received response during the early stage of the coronavirus. It almost have about 70. I mean, beginning, I think the one and the studio unit all fully sold, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, it's good that you remind everyone that now it's 80+% that's sold. A recent, someone didn't exercise it. A studio came up and it was sold for 1.05 million. No more left. So
yeah, it's very hardly to have
very popular. So
yeah.
1.838 million for the 2+ study is very attractive if you compare that 2.4, 2.5 million. Since we talk about this price of 2.4, 2.5 million, you could also, in the M here, you can buy the 3 bedrooms. And the 3 bedroom is a dual key. Dual key is a concept that was created by Singapore because of stamp duties. Because if you buy one property, the stamp duty is different when you buy a second and the third. So that's why people love dual key. So our 3 bedrooms here is a dual key. All right, this is the brochure here, and it's very, very well received. You can download the floor plan, and then Josephine and I can tell you more. We should walk you here, and do make appointments with Josephine or me, and then we'll show you what can do. But unfortunately, the 3 bedrooms, not many left. There's only a few left. Must be hurry. Really, really, really hurry. The high floors are still available. Very nice views, and. But Josephine, do you want to buy the 3 bedroom? Have you thought about buying the 3 bedrooms?
I would love to, but I think my budget is not that. Probably, maybe the audience may want to know more about M. Probably we can show them how the M looks like first. Then you explain more about the units. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, so I think this will be the facade. I think, Nick, maybe you want to explain a bit on this?
Yes. Now, you see, I purposely chose this dark scene. If you come and visit the M, you wouldn't be able to see this kind of night scene where it's lighted up with a dark background. The M, you can see that there's 3 tall blocks. The lower rise has been fully sold out. And then we're gonna zoom in, and that's the swimming pool here. It's right in the middle. And then you got the 2+ study that has this beautiful view of the swimming pool. And then you saw they are on stilts. We are now looking at the Club M. Club M has verandas where you can have drinks with your family and friends. And the thing is, you also have 6 internal spaces. You got the bar, you got play spaces, and it's amazing how big it is, because I've gone to larger condominiums and they only have maybe 2 function rooms. There's so many function rooms here, and I wish I could be buying, but the thing is, I've got something called MOP here. We're gonna show you more. You see the huge dining room there. You got another space there, and then you see that these 2 skiing machines. And then we're gonna go to, this is the open space area. That is above the 6th story. It's above the 6th story that's sold out. This is on the 7th story, so you got lots of dining spaces. You can entertain people. The pendulums you can swing from. There's the wine and roast. So I'm sure Singaporeans love to party and eat and all that. And so there's lots of spaces. So you got the grill here. There's a teppanyaki. I guess, I'm not sure where's the video for that. Teppanyaki. And this is the infinity pool. The infinity pool will be very popular. If you're not going there, I'm definitely would love to hang out there, because this infinity pool, will afford you a view. Just now you saw that Raffles Hotel, the roofs. So this will overlook the roofs of the Raffles Hotel in the distance. And so I think it will be very fantastic, because it's an open view. Unlike certain parts that I do like, the certain parts of the city, but the thing is, a lot of them are high rises. While here, because it's a low rise, you got the view. And then the thing is, all this, the Club M, now we're going back to Club M, the boardroom and the bar could be combined with the dining space. And the thing is, because now we're talking about live, work, play, you could possibly even be inviting your colleagues, and you can show them off to, like, what a great buy I have. It doesn't matter how big your apartment is, it's how big your facilities are, and how many places have 6 function rooms.
Yeah, okay. So, okay, maybe now probably we can show them the 2 bedrooms, this 2
Plus
plus
study.
study. Yeah, show
Yes.
the show unit, so they can even have the virtual feel of this development. Yeah, so I shall play the 2 bedroom. Hold on a
Yes,
second.
thank you.
Hi, good morning. How's it? Now, I'm going to show you an empty seat. You know why am I showing you an empty seat? This empty seat is for you. Now, you are welcome to join, or your friends are welcome to join you instead at the balcony as you take in the scenery of the city, the buzz, the vibe. On the weekend, you know, the city is actually very, very peaceful. If you don't know, you should try. I live in the city. It's a different, very, very different kind of atmosphere. Would you like to have some drinks with us? Now, you see, at the end, we have gotten approval for screening. If you want more shade, you don't want the sun coming in because you think that it's too early to wake up at 11 a.m. So you could get the screening installed. So with this screening, you got all the privacy you need. Now, I'm going to take you into this 2+ study, and we enter from the balcony. This is the capacity with a, you can afford to have a very big TV, I guess 65-inch would be fine. Yeah. You can have a 3-seater sofa. You could do a 6-seater or a wider chair kind of dining space here. And what I like is this kitchen. I think it's, so all of this is adjustable. It's adjustable. So all of this comes from the French brand Chijmes. Now, if you prefer, you could even have a help or a guest room here. It's a very nice study or a guest room or a child room because it comes with a window. Now we have a very proper common bedroom here. Wardrobe is wide, space. Then you have enough space for a study table, for laptops, iPads, and you still have space for the super single if you want to. So we're going to enter the common bath first. This common bath is very well equipped. It's as well equipped as the master bathroom. So there's two mirrors. And these 2 mirrors have enough wardrobe space. I mean, have enough storage space. That's a very, very deep drawer. The magic of here, as I may have highlighted before, is that this skylight is from a French company. And they do museums, and it would make your skin tone look good. Now we are entering the master bedroom. Not sure what's your color scheme here you prefer, but gold here does grow on. So now it's a wider wardrobe, I think, than the common bedroom. So this is the master bath. The master bath is even bigger than the common bath. Comes with the same kind of storage options here. So you've got 2 mirrors and enough for your SK2s or MS, and as well as that huge drawer. And again, like I mentioned, there is a lot of space. So do come and join us at the 2+ study. Take a look, make an appointment with me or Josephine, and we would love to see you here and have a drink. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Wow. Okay, Nick. Wow, so you're at the outdoor of the, actually today you're at the show flat, right? And
Yes, I am. Can you see the nice feel? And I was promising that the light traffic, can you see the light traffic? There's hardly any cars on the road.
Oh yeah, it's very quiet, the city area now.
Yes, it's so quiet and so
safe distancing, you know. So it's very nice. I mean, sometimes if you don't want to crowd in, because now I think most of the places that's crowded is actually in our housing estates, heartland malls. So the city is very quiet. So some of us would prefer to go to the city instead during the weekends because it's not very crowded, especially in some are even in the CBD area. So, okay, just now come back to your question, right? You asked me about whether I would to buy a 3 bedroom. Okay, definitely I would love to if I have the budget. But what if let's say my budget is around 1.4 million or that kind? What can I buy in? What can I find in the M?
Yeah, so you can be buying the 1 bedroom, but the thing is, I would not want you to buy the 1 bedroom. You know why? Because you can get a 1 bedroom plus study. So the study can be your walk-in wardrobe, but the thing is, in this COVID-19, a lot of us need proper workspaces, and that plus study you could have a lot of storage space on top for your files, and your company, I mean, for people who work in MNCs, can set up proper servers, proper dedicated terminals, so that there can be security, IT security. And the thing is that space there can be your pure office space. So it's not going to be disrupted. Your partner can still be having a late night rest. You can have a teleconference in that study. So it's a 1+ study, 1.4+ million, 1.4+ million, right in the middle of the city. Because 1.4+ million cannot buy you a 1 bedroom in Orchard Road. But here you can have a 1+ study, so close to 2 MRT interchanges, and a very, very fulfilling lifestyle.
So okay, so for this 1+ study. So in terms of the layout wise, probably
It's
you
it,
want to
it's
share.
very wonderful. It's very wonderful. I've mentioned about study, but I'm gonna mention the other part is there's this magical cabinet that can open up, but I'm not gonna show you the video. You
Okay.
have to make an appointment with Josephine
Yeah.
or me to come and take a look
Yeah.
at that
Okay.
1+ study. All right.
Okay.
Now, because the thing is coming 2 p.m.,
Yeah.
some people are
So
gonna be
okay, I
hungry.
have my this final questions to ask you is that what's your view about this disruptive changes that's affected in terms of our everyday lives in this post-pandemic during
Good,
this period?
good question.
Yeah.
Very good question, Josephine. You see, before COVID, before I even started working, I was a student, and I was reading up and I was studying everything. I was like, why do people spend so much time commuting? There's a Washington Post article that said Americans, okay, this is quite a lot years ago, spend about 3 million years. Americans spend 3 million years commuting. I'm not sure how many years cumulatively for Singaporeans traveling between work and their homes, but I believe it's quite a lot of our lives. We spend about 10, maybe 10 years of our life just commuting from place to place. But the thing is, in the city, everything is just 10, 15 minutes away, 10, 15 minutes away. If you don't want to walk, take a Grab, take a taxi, take the MRT. Everything is within that fast. The thing about it is, during this COVID season, some of the tech giants are embracing work from home. But they're going to embrace it in the future, not just during this time, but in the future as well. They're going to shrink some of their office footprint. And so some staff will be working from home. When you work from home, you do want that space. And that's why, since we talked about just now that 1+ study, the 1+ study has space for that extra workspace, a dedicated workspace. Now, the thing is, we can't be working from home. We can't be doing this Zoom. Zoom meetings are tired for everyone, and we do need face-to-face interaction. And the great thing is, in the city, like I said, we got 7 integrated developments. There's so many places you can choose to meet. And you can meet with your clients, you can meet with your friends, family, and some of these places, like I said, like the Esplanade, it's communal, it's open to public. You don't have to buy anything just to be there. Or you saw the field I showed you, the green field I showed there. We don't have to buy anything. Why is it that only foreigners appreciate some of this communal space? We should learn to appreciate this communal space. And as I was saying, you see Bangkok, New York, it's buzzing all the time, 24 hours, 24-hour city. And the thing is that Singapore planners did realize that for Shenton Way, and they did inject some life into it. But I think this 20% component as residential should increase. Maybe it should increase to 50%. The thing is, because once we increase that to 50%, I think our cities, it will be properly utilizing the infrastructure that we built. Because the MRT stations is there, but the thing is, weekend is so underutilized. And the thing is, if we double or triple that, but the thing is, why are we investing so much infrastructure for the suburbs? Because the suburbs have a lot of residences, but they don't seem to have enough eateries. Because you look at the queues. I was at Pasir Ris once. I was like, oh my God, this is Elias, and the queue for food is so long. I'm hungry here. And I know some of the people in the queue behind me were hungry. And it's Pasir Ris. I'm like, why do I have to queue at Pasir Ris? I'm sorry here. So in view of COVID-19, I think the URA, it probably will be coming out plans, but the thing, URA should distribute offices. It's just like Parkway Parade. Look at Parkway Parade area. It's so successful. It was quite organic as well. And it's very, very successful. And the thing is, Paya Lebar area is coming up. But the thing is, in the city, it's established. So many offices are here, so many schools, so much of it is here. The civic district is here. And so, therefore, it will be nice if we inject more life here, and you can be part of that life in the city. So you can live, emphasis on live. You can work on Mondays and Fridays. And most important, you can play.
So yeah, that's a good point that you have, you have mentioned and shared. Okay, I think for my view, right, is quite similar to yours. So, like I say, that many people will become more open towards working from home or near home. So, I think probably there will be more co-workstation and space that's available not only in the city, but also near to our housing estates, so that working will become even more flexible. If anything happen, like this pandemic or any crisis happen, everything, the work thing, activities will still intact. So I mean that it will be like, you're working near home in that co-working space is like paying your phone bills like that every month. So if you can still work at home, all right. But the thing is that the work from home is sometimes can be quite distracting, and also stressful. If let's say you need to multi-manage with the kids and family, you have to concentrate and manage them. So it will be good that in future, I mean, people will tend to work near home and still can have that conducive and work-life balance environment and community as a whole. Yeah.
Josephine, just now you said about distraction here. The nice thing about our location is we have a building that WeWork, there's this company called WeWork that actually does rent out office space for startups, and now they even allow MNCs to book spaces within WeWork. And WeWork it's a global concept. It's a global concept, and that's why people could even book an office at WeWork for 2-3 hours for a lot of focus work, and they still can come home with their family and work with their family.
Okay, so I think we're coming to the end of this live, this great conversation I have with Nick and his sharing. So, okay, so if you want to know more about the M, do come and visit the One Plus study. You can call Nick at his number. This is his mobile number, or you can visit his website at www.newhomes.com.sg. Okay, so I have come to the end of this July series. So our next upcoming August series, right? I'm very privileged to have this well-respected, guest in. He's none other than Mr. Colin Tan, Sifu. So we call him Sifu because he's the guru for the real estate market. So what he will be sharing in this series that is about the Singapore real estate market, and also over the years. So this will be a very engaging and also a live conversation and interview. So I hope you won't miss this session. It will be in the August series. So do tune in so that you can also gain some valuable insight from this interview. So yeah, and also like you all to follow us, okay, at Property Vibe at Facebook, our YouTube, and LinkedIn. And if you have any subjects that you are interested to request, you can just submit your the request in the link. I shall put the link below. So and I hope that you guys can help share the vibe to anyone that about this platform. So with that said, I hope you enjoy your weekends and stay safe and see you on the next one. Yeah, see you. Thank you. Bye.